Hey, hi Garbage Squad, welcome back to a new episode. Today's episode is free rune removal. As you can see here, today's FRR, I will show you the changes that I made and why I made these changes. If you haven't already, drop a subscribe to the channel. Drop a like to the channel, drop a like to the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, so the YouTube algorithm recommends this to other noob players. So you guys, to give you an idea of where I'm at if you're new to my series or if you haven't seen an update in a while, 50 days in, right? 50 days in, this is our FRR. Let's see how many things have changed since our beginning of this series. Honestly, for 50 days in, I honestly believe my account is better than a lot of you guys who have been watching this video because you haven't allocated your resources properly. Not like all of you beginner players, the casual players that are watching, or people who have restarted their account. I think I did a really good job. It's also because I have resources you guys don't, but also because I play very optimally. So before I get into the video, I want to address the audio issue. Funny story, I have this little box thing that controls the audio, and YungAshe was playing with it, so she adjusted the volume super high, and then that's why you heard all the muffling and everything like that. I was cutting out, so I changed it back and I moved my microphone. That's why you see this black thing. It's getting closer to me now. That's why you see it, and I'm gonna try to fix this so you don't see it, but it's very close to me, so it should sound very crisp. Anyways, that's my 1 minute introduction. Let's get right into the video, okay? The video will show some comparison of previous stats, if the monster was relevant with previous stats, and why, and the new stats now to show you a reference point. So this is the same old Lapis. I didn't change her. Vampire Revenge. Reason why I didn't change her is simply because she does her job. Fame on farming, and I don't have any more runes. If I had some better Fatal Blade runes, I definitely would make her more powerful and strong like the Fire Rift to ensure she has the damage to one-shot the Trash Wave. But right now I don't have it, so maybe that's next month's job when I farm more runes. Konamiya, I'm not even using my Konamiya anymore. I think this is my biggest regret for a 6-star. He did his job in GB11, GB12 for like 3 days, and then he was useless after that. So right now, kind of regretting it. I wish his food went to someone else right now. I won't be rooting him right now. Sigmarus. Sigmarus is also the same, okay? But he's grinded out, or mostly grinded out. The reason why I didn't change my Sigmarus is for true reasons. Number one, he does his job. He does his job in GB12. He does damage, he debuffs, he survives, but in Fire Rift, I don't believe his skills with max HP actually affects the boss. So he's not super good. He's like 1 AoE, but he's not super good. So that's why I didn't make any changes, and I didn't want to give him even better runes because he already does his job at the minimum, and I can invest his runes elsewhere. Then we have the YungAshe, the homunculus. I didn't make a video about him yet because I don't have the full skill tree, but he is made for the TOA and also Fire Rift. So his build here, 31% accuracy, not super high, but in TOA you don't need like super. I think the cap in TOA hard is 45%. So I have a decent amount, nothing crazy, but it's good. So he's on Despair Blade. I think my Despair set is actually pretty nutty, especially this. Like this is really nutty. If I put a speed gem in, he'll be really fast. So not bad at all, I would say. And then his artifacts, I'm debating if I want more defense here, but honestly I think the attack or HP would be more valuable in Fire Rift. Probably attack to make sure I can one-shot the Trash Wave. I'll have to do some testing depending on how my stats go. The Colleen. So Colleen is very important for R5, but the purpose of my Colleen is not for R5, it's for Rift Raid. So in Rift Raid you really need beefy stats. And this is not on Violent, this is on Swift Energy. So his runes are not yet maxed out. So this, like, I have no mana, right? Imagine how much more stats I would have if I had maxed these two runes out and plus 12 this. So, excuse me, I'm missing a lot of stats here. So I probably have 700 more defense, 700 defense in total, and like 2.2k HP maybe. So this is my Colleen, gonna be used in my Rift Raid, Fire Rift, Wind Rift, probably most likely the light LD rifts as well. So that's why I need her really beefy. Also because her skill down is 3 turns and she pairs very well with Mav to cooldown reduce, and that's why you don't need Violent. Shannon, right? Shannon. A lot of you guys made fun of me for making Shannon. A lot of you guys did. Oh, why are you making Shannon for your first 2A? Blah 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 blah. It's a waste. No, it's not. This is literally the reason why my GB12 is 99.9%, I think. Very, very close. I'd say 99% to be safe, okay? No kappa. So he has pretty beefy, like his base stat's very high. Base speed's very high. So 86 speed, respectable. But the defense and the HP is where I'm looking at here. Super beefy. Accuracy is as close to 55 as possible for GB12. I believe the accuracy cap there is 55%. So speed, HP, not even maxed out. Again, if I max these out, she's gonna be so tanky for the Wind Rift. Because for the Wind Rift, I need attack buff. I don't have the Wind Barbarian King. I need someone to front line. This is the unit, the front line. I have to max these out, obviously. Not a priority because like this is my god room, by the way. I keep flexing this room because it's insane. Better than my main account, by the way. And then we have HP artifacts. So if I were to make him even better, she'll have 25k HP probably once I plus 15 this. So GB12, way over the stat line for GB12, and for Rift Raid to tank it. This is the Naomi. No changes needed because she already had my best runes. I don't have any grinds here, but she already has my best runes because these rage runes are free, right? I don't have farm rage runes because I'm focused on GB12. Boom. All right, no changes. The Mav. We saw a big change in the Mav here. 100 speed, 700 defense, 20,000 HP bonus, or 19,000, sorry. The reason why I have 0 accuracy is because this is not a TOA map. I am not using this Mav to taunt stuff in TOA. I'm using this Mav to frontline in Wind Rift, frontline in everything. I'm using frontline literally everything. That's why he's so beefy. He's on violent half fatal with a plus 14 rune. almost a fatal set. So this rune here, I don't even know how I got this rune, and I just re-apped it like once or twice because yes, I can farm re-apps right now, not efficiently, but I can farm re-apps. So honestly, some of these violent runes, I don't remember how I got them. I didn't buy a pack. I remember now. I was doing the mission list. I was doing the mission quest line to farm like 5, 6 like legendary runes, like 6-star runes or something like that. And these happened to be the runes I got, and I re-apped it. A little bit lucky for sure, but this is my Mav. Super beefy, violent, turn cycling. Bella is also one of those monsters that got a really big change. Super big change. Look how beefy she is. So initially I used Bella in my GB12 and I needed a lot of accuracy to land debuffs and strip. However, because I moved her from GB12 over to Rift Raid, she doesn't need the speed, she doesn't need the accuracy, so I made her super thick. Look at this. I got a quad roll HP, super thick. Look at that. And this was also re-upped, by the way. I did like a 1 and done or 2 and done. And I got defense. I don't really care about the speed as long as like I always re-upped it in the future to chase for speed. But right now I made a crap rune to a pretty beast tank rune, right? And this is speed slot 2. And here we go. Same story with this. I tossed a re-app in here, right? Legendary rune, re-app with innate, perfect, and it became very beefy. So like that's the only god tier rune I would say. This is also legendary. I got this from like a rune box. I forget how, but pretty really beefy. Lauren, not much changes, but some changes here and there. I decided to give her a little bit more beefiness, and I put her on a blade set. Nothing too drastic. She still does her job in GB12. Nothing really changed. And the reason why I don't put it on Violent is for 2. I don't have Violent runes. 2, Swift runes guarantee that you're not proccing extensively in GB12. If you get multiple Violent procs and multiple turns in GB12, then Giant Boss revenges and then your team can wipe if he has defense break because your immunity like had a gap, right? So Swift Lauren is definitely the play, or Fight Lauren is a play in GB12 in my opinion. The Fran had no upgrades. Fran is what it is because I don't farm dragons, right? And the biggest reason, I say this over and over again, people ask me, what's your DB12 team? I don't have a DB12 team. Why should I farm, like, to get DB12, you need good runes and you need certain units. Why should I farm DB11 for bad Violent runes or 5-star? Am I gonna farm GB12 for guaranteed 6-star runes that'll progress me in the game? I'm not sure why, guys. So here we have Bethany. Bethany got some big changes. We reduced the crit rate for more tankiness and Swift Blade. So right now I'm missing 4 When I say 4, it refers to the max grind. 4 speed, 4, 8, 12, 16 speed I'm missing here. So she's got potential to have 86 speed. Even, this is insane. And a lot of you guys ask me, why don't you get a Crow? Alright? Why don't you replace Crow with Bethany? Well, first of all, there's a lot of 2-ways in this game. Bella was my first 2-way because I needed her to be tanky to survive in GB11, GB12. Second one was, I believe, Shannon. Shannon is super good with bad, Super Shannon is the reason why GB12 is super free. Now, how to suggest you build it. You have bad runes and you 2-way Shannon, you 6-star it, you put artifacts on it. You can use white runes, you can use blue runes, and plus 12 them, and she'll work, right? Why suffer, try to get good runes when you can control things and make it work yourself with 6-star artifacts, etc. So Shannon, second 2-way, third 2-way was Naomi. Naomi is wind. She takes less damage and less stats required than a Crow in GB12. So where does Crow do well? Like TOA hard, the rift rates for example, but when you're that early in the game, you don't have that many resources because farming for 2A is so cancerous at stage 3 and stage 4. Stage 5, no problem, like 110 runs, boom. But stage 3, stage 4, oh, no way, man. So after this, what's my next 2A? Rauk. Because I need him to team up with the Homunculus. And I need him for the Wind Rift, right? What's after Rauk? Probably my Bernard, because I need him to frontline in my in my Wind Rift, so my Water Rift, right? So where does Crow stand in my priority list? Not very high because I have a Bethany. I have the luxury, right? That's the reason why. Now we have the Battle Mammoth. So again, 45% accuracy. I was told this is the minimum for TOA hard. Don't even talk about TOA health, I'm not even attempted. We have speed, HP, not even maxed. So this Mammoth is gonna get super thick eventually, like probably 20,000 HP here, I think, or like 18,000, something like that. And then we have artifacts on him, obviously, with defense. All right, boom. Moving on. I might change these artifacts to HP, honestly, and then put like a defense in here because he's a defense-based monster, so HP artifact will like do better. And we have the Veramos. So ever since I used him in my first GB12 team, I have now relegated him because I can do it now. I don't need him. However, he's good in elsewhere content. So we have Swift Blade, speed, defense, HP. You will see he has some like beefy substats to do damage, as you can see here with attack. So he's kind of like a damage dealer, but also a tank. So again, I will need to max these. Then we have the Verd. Our Verd here is 100 crit rate, very important. And a lot of you guys, the first thing you'll notice is, why is he so fast? Shouldn't Verd go at the end of your team to give an attack bar for maximum efficiency? Yes, that is correct. However, I'm not doing DB12. I don't need it. When I use Verd, it's going to be in Guild War. It's going to be in for 2A monsters, and having good stats instead of like trying to gimp it to go last, I think is more valuable to the better stats. So he's on Swift Blade here. So if I took my blade set off here, let's say we took off this blade set. Sorry, this blade set. You can see the difference here. 17, right? 17. I get 12 from the blade set, as you can see. 5 crew rate, exactly perfect. Didn't plus 12 them because I have no mana, but he does some good damage. Pretty beefy with the stats here. Biggest thing you guys will notice is 0 accuracy, 0 wasted stats. Okay. And then we have the Rauk. The Rauk here is really, really squishy. So I'm going to be getting artifacts to give him 3,000 more HP. So I plus 7k HP with 300 defense at, like, he's not even max level, by the way. So with that kind of stats, I think he's beefy enough. And he will have respectable attack because he'll have 2A as well. So when I 2A him, I may not even need double HP artifacts. And again, this is plus 9. This is very bad. This looks like a green rune, honestly. And once I get a replacement, I'll change it. That's why I leave that plus 9. So that is, oh, my Bernard. So this is my Wind Rift Bernard that will go in more detail and plans I have for him in the future. But he's on a DPS build. And the only reason why he's on a DPS build is because I needed more damage in Wind Rift. But in the future videos, you will see how I change him to adapt to my needs. All right. So this is my free removal video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like, comment, subscribe to recommend the YouTube algorithm to your friends and family and all Summoners watchers. And hopefully I can change where this black thing is. Does this black thing bother you? I know it blocks my beautiful face, but I think the audio is pretty crisp if it's like literally right in front of me. All right, see you guys in the next video.